guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is my 5th 24-hour readathon I'm ever doing, and it is the first one that I'm hosting myself. So thank you so much for watching and for taking part if you took part with me. I may have mentioned before that my older sister is going to be doing this with me, and I went upstairs just a few minutes ago to go wake her up, and she was trying to sleep beforehand so she wouldn't be absolutely exhausted. I had a nap for around half an hour, but she said that she just needs a bit more sleep, so she's starting at 1 instead. The books that I've got planned: To All the Boys I Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I'm rereading both of them in celebration of the film coming out in August, I think, on Netflix. I'm very excited. It looks so good. I'm not reading the third one because I read it quite recently when it came out this year, so I'm not going to reread that just yet. The next thing that I want to read is Norwegian Wood by Murakami. My sister read this while she was on holiday. She said it was quite heavy and that if whilst I'm reading it I feel like I don't want to read it anymore, if I feel quite uncomfortable, if I don't understand enough, then I can just stop. So if that does happen, I can continue reading Strange Weather in Tokyo, which is my current read, or I could just pick a book on my shelf that I feel like reading. I guess I'll just see throughout the day what it's like. I've got 4 minutes left until I need to start, so let me run downstairs and grab a coffee because that is the only thing that is going to keep me going today. Let's be real. Oh my god, that is literally about to overflow. I'm so clumsy, oh my god. And it is midnight. I'm just gonna quickly tweet out saying that I want to do a reading sprint from 5 past till 25 past, and I'm going to myself read as much as I can sitting here and have my coffee, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and just keep reading. I'm so excited to reread these. I read them, I think, for the first time last year. They're just such cute books, and as contemporaries they're quite easy to read during readathons, so here we go. Thanksgiving food, and she mentioned pies, and I love pie, and I just really want to eat something, but no. Only 20 minutes in and I'm already on chapter 5. How many chapters are there? Oh wow. 71. Okay, never mind. I thought I was doing good. Still got a long way to go. I'm 7% of the way through. Okay, that's pretty okay. My phone is about to run out of battery, so I'm going to go upstairs now and continue my reading there. I finished a coffee. Coffee count 1. Also, whenever you're doing these, always make sure that you stay hydrated. I'm getting myself a big glass of water. I don't want to make too much noise, my whole family's asleep. There. Gotta make sure you drink enough water and make sure you remember to eat. And rest if you need to. It's too hot. Fresh air. Man, I'm really tired. It's literally been half an hour, and that's the second time that I've got my calculator out to do maths. I'm such a nerd. I love it. With these books, Margot always really annoyed me, and I always loved Kitty. Who doesn't love Kitty? I'm only on chapter 8 and I've already re-established that. Still not the fondest of Margot. I'm a bit older, so I can kind of see more where she's coming from in ways, but she still just frustrates me. And I remember just how much I love Lara Jean's and Kitty's like sister relationship. They're just so cute. I love them so much. So those are my recapping thoughts so far. Just thought I'd let you know. There are some things where I'm shocked because I forgot they happened. Nana, are you joking? What do you want? So the time is currently exactly 1 o'clock in the morning. I am 14% of the way through this book, and Alyssa just came down to tell me that she is not going to be staying up all night. She is too tired and she's just going to go to sleep, which fair enough. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself for like the 5th time now. My brain probably hates me. My whole body is probably just hating me right now, but it's fine, you know, worth it. So she's going to go back to bed and she's going to wake up at around 8 and then just read with me until midnight. But you know, if you need your sleep like I probably do, it's better to get your rest that you need to get So if you did sleep, don't feel bad for it. I'm going a bit slower than normal, but it's fine. It's not about the numbers really. I just had one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. I opened this window because it was too hot and I hear like a brrr in my ear, like right here, and I feel so, oh my god, she just terrified me. Both of these stupid cats, it was just, oh my god, what are they doing? Excuse you. I got so scared. Oh my god. Susie, what are you doing? Bloody hell. I literally jumped out of my skin. Stupid cat. So it's 1:25 and I am still on chapter 15, I think that's where I was last time. That's 18% of the way through, so I'm not too far, I haven't really read that much, but I've been keeping up with you guys on Twitter and on Instagram, and it's just really fun. It's so, like, so many more people are doing it with me than I was expecting, so thank you so much for taking part with me. I'm going to announce a reading sprint in a second. It's 27 past right now. It's going to be from 1/2 until 10 to, so 20 minutes, and I'm going to see how many pages I can get done in that time. Lara Jean is absolutely crazy, preferring the first day of school to the last day of school. Who prefers going back to school than leaving school? I do not know. I hate school. I wish I enjoyed the first day of school, to be honest. I love this book so much. I forgot how much I loved it. I'm 24% of the way through. It is currently 1:46 and I've just been reading non-stop and I didn't even realise how much I've read just because I've just been going and going. Oh, I love it so much. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch this film. It's gonna be so good. I'm talking about crepes. Now I really want a crepe. I just got a Snapchat from Alyssa. She says, guess who felt guilty and has read 50 pages? Oh my god. Time is currently 2:05, well, 2:04, and Alyssa's 10 minutes ago she was 90% of the way through her book and she's just going to finish it and then go to bed. So she felt bad and she decided to take part upstairs in her room. I am on chapter 22. I do love this book. It was so funny because I just saw on Twitter and then I tweeted. Like literally, I cannot imagine him in any other way than this guy now. He does work really well as Peter Kavinsky, so I'm not complaining. What I've been doing is writing down any foods that they mention making in this book so far, and I'm thinking of like making a series on my Booktube channel where it's like to all the boys I love before baking and cooking as well. So far on here I've got things like rainbow cookies, whole wheat pancakes with sliced bananas and coffee, black bean lasagna, frittata, and then crepes with ham and cheese and then Nutella. The list's just going to get longer and longer, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in seeing that because I feel like I could film it with my little sister because she's not really in many of my videos, and this would be a way that I can incorporate her into my Booktube channel because we used to make videos together, but then because she doesn't really read much, there's nothing for her really to do in my Booktube videos, and I think that would be fun to film with her. And also I want to improve my cooking and my baking. Just kind of while we bake and cook, do Q&As, quizzes, ask questions, mess around. I think it'd just be really fun.
How's reading going?
Alyssa just finished her book.
I just finished Scythe
by
Neil Schusterman.
It's currently 3:03. I'm 45% of the way through To All the Boys I Loved Before. Taking a bit longer than it usually does, but it's fine. I'm going slowly, I'm relaxing. It's chill, got the window open, loving the breeze. It's been too hot recently.
No, that's true actually. It's every single flight of stairs you go up, it just gets hotter and hotter, and I'm just like... So I woke up at
1 o'clock.
Yeah, pretty much 5 to 1. Came down to tell Hannah I wasn't going to do the readathon until the morning. Felt guilty. Started reading and then got sucked into my book again. I finished it about 5-10 minutes ago. So I've read 96 pages in, it's basically like 2 hours.
I figured out that I've read 160 pages in 3 hours, so it's kind of slow but it's chill.
I can't decide what to read next. Do I read the third Queen of the Tearling book or do I read Anne Frank's diary?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'll be one, you be the other one. Okay, I'll be Anne Frank's diary. If I win, you do Anne Frank's diary.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, so I'm doing Anne Frank's diary.
Yeah.
Okay, that's calm. I haven't read that since year 4.
I haven't read it.
How old are you in year 4?
You would have been 8 or 9.
8 or 9, really. But I feel like I understood everything that happened. Anyway, yeah. Because I was in Amsterdam. We didn't go to see the house because it's expensive and queues and you have to like book a few weeks in advance.
Walking
Poland.
around.
We went to see Schindler's Factory. You know Schindler's List?
Yeah, we watched it in school.
Yeah. So we went to the like location where his factory was. And I was like, I really should reread Anne Frank's diary again. Because we were going through all the parts of Europe that would have been Nazi occupied.
Yeah. You're not gonna go to bed, are you?
I probably will.
You might at like 5 and then sleep for a couple
I
hours.
will do that.
It is currently 3:56 and I just tweeted about a sprint starting at the hour and finishing at past, so I'll be going from 4 till 4:30. I am currently 56% of the way through, so I'm quite a bit over halfway now, and if I keep going at this pace then I should finish by 8 o'clock. I was hoping to finish by 6 and I think that was a little bit ambitious. I'm still writing foods to make on here. Right now I'm writing roast beef sandwiches. This list is quite extensive. 3 cheese macaroni, that sounds amazing. Oh, it's only 4 o'clock as well. Oh man. I think I'm gonna wait till 8 to have another coffee. I'll try to do it in 8-hour intervals. Chapter 39, 59% of the way through. And the time is 4:10. Little update. I'm going to keep reading now. The time is currently 4:32, so that is the end of my reading sprint. I got to chapter 43. I read over 10%, so that's over 35 pages, which I'm very happy with in half an hour. I've done some calculations, as you can expect, and if I keep going at this pace, I might be able to get done before 7, like between 6:30 and 7. I'm not sure how likely that is, but I can try. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Chapter 50, 74% through. I'm actually so tired. Chances of me taking a nap today are pretty high, not gonna lie, but I'm also really stubborn, and if I fall asleep then I'm asleep until my family wake me up, and no idea how long that's gonna be. I don't like Josh either. Peter. The time is 6:42 and I just finished To All the Boys I Loved Before. That's my first read of the day. I'm really happy that I got it done between 6:30 and 7 o'clock because that's what I wanted. Now I can go downstairs. I'm going to have a drink of water. I was waiting for something to happen that now I know happens in the second one, but I thought it happened in the first one, so I thought I had so much more left than I did. Maybe I can get it done before midday. Bit of a stretch, but I'm going to try. So the time is currently 7 o'clock and I'm about to start P.S. I Still Love You, which is the next book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy. It's a bit chilly and I'm going to use my hair as a blanket. I think it's still damp from when I washed it last night. Yep. Do I look like I got a name? Could be worse. Could be worse. Oh yes, this one gives me page numbers. Thing is, it says here that it's 344 pages, but whenever I count pages, I just count what Goodreads says the paperback edition is, and it says 336. So 344 is the Kindle edition, but I'm counting the paperback version. The thing is with Margot, there are so many times where she just really frustrates me. I just kind of want to hit her and knock some sense into her, you know? But then sometimes she says nice things, and I forgive her until she does something stupid again. But you know, those nice moments are very lovely. I just took a break from reading because Bangtan tweeted. Oh, it's a Bangtan poem. I can't watch it now. I don't have time. So the time is 20 to 8. I am on chapter 4 and page 30 out of 344. And that's 10% of the way through the book. I didn't even need a calculator for that, I don't know why I used it. It should take me another 6 hours going at the pace I'm going, which is finishing just before 2. And I said 12 originally, and I knew that that just wasn't going to happen, especially because I want to continue to keep up with social media and stuff, which is what I avoided last time. But because I'm hosting it myself, I've got to be able to do that, and it's what I want to do. I am remembering everything that happens in this book, and oh my god, I'm not ready for it. Oh my god, I'm not ready. Here, let's Snapchat Sarah. Voila. She's asking what I'm reading. P.S. I still love you. Can't wait till I can eat. If you didn't know, I do intermittent fasting, so I can't eat until 9. I've been craving my breakfast since yesterday 5 when I stopped eating. 1,600 subscribers on this channel. That is crazy. I cannot believe that. Thank you so much. I should really get back to reading. I feel like I'm procrastinating a little bit. Once I eat, I'll be all energetic again and I'm ready to read. So the time is 3 to 8 and I really have not read much at all. I've read since 7, 34 pages, so I'm on chapter 5. My family for like the past half hour they've been getting up and sorting out breakfast and everything, and then Alyssa woke up around 10 minutes ago, so she's going to get back into reading. She stayed up till 4:30. I'm going to try to pass the next hour by reading non-stop so that before I eat, because I feel like until I eat I'm going to feel really like energy deprived. So if I just go at a long steady pace for the next hour, then I can eat and then I can go back into the sprints, you know, going quickly and getting more pages done. I hope to get, I was going to say to page 100, but I feel like that's a little bit ambitious. I don't know, I'm not going to set any goals, I'm just going to read. I forget the drama in this book. Oh my god, there's so much still going to happen. It's going to get intense on my body. Okay, so it is 8:06 and I just realised that my plan was to have a coffee at 8 o'clock and that might just save me. So I'm going to go have a coffee. I just finished chapter 5. I'm on page 42, which is 13% of the way through. I love coffee. This is why my study tube and study gram are called Golden Coffee Studies, because coffee is just, I can't function without it most of the time. It's 12 past and I'm back to reading. It's about to happen, it's about to happen, it's about to, oh my god, no. Oh no, what's going to happen? Chapter 7, page 57, 18% through, the time is 8:25. My body actually hates me. Why did I do this? Hello. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good. How many pages have you read?
30 since we last spoke. Not doing very good. But I woke up at
8:15 and it's 9:15, so you've been up for an hour and a half.
I've been up for an hour and a half, I've had a shower, I've been on
Now you're making your food.
YouTube, I'm making my breakfast.
So what book are you reading right now?
I'm reading...
Bye!
I'm reading Anne Frank's diary.
Here it is.
It's really good so far. Obviously, like, now I'm older than Anne Frank was when she was writing and before I was younger.
I'm still reading P.S. I Still Love You, but my aim was by 9 to try to get as close to 100 pages as I could. I got to 75, page 75. So it's a bit slow, but my plan is literally just now. I've eaten my breakfast. I feel energized. I've had a coffee.
Oh, I haven't had any coffee yet.
Oh, I've had 2.
2?
Yeah, I've scheduled my coffees at 8-hour intervals.
8 hour?
Yeah, so I had one at midnight, one at 8 and having one at 4. I got it all sorted. Literally now that I've kind of got a bit more energy, sorry if my hair's a bit dodgy here, I just did it to put it out on my face. I want to just sit and finish this book because it is the kind of book you can just sit and finish in one go. Oh, I'll get a tissue. Look how big this egg is.
Why is it so bubbly as well?
It's huge. The yolk is massive.
I was meant to fit on my sandwich, but I don't know if
I don't think it's going to fit on the sandwich. Literally, just for comparison, this is my hand at the sandwich. My hands are pretty large. If you think music-wise, thumb tip to pinky tip, that's more than an octave. Just put it on your sandwich.
No, because it's going to be too big. It's going to
It's huge.
It's literally massive.
It's massive. But I just realised that there seems to be generally a little cooking section in each of mine. Like last time I made those cinnamon swirl things. Now I'm filming making your sandwich. Let me show you what I meant. showing Alyssa what I've learned in my Korean so far. Self-teaching. So, the time is, you can't see it probably, but it's 9:37. So I've had a big break, but I'm back. And I'm going to finish this book now. How many pages do I have? I'm on page 75 out of 344. Hey, I was going to come play in here, if that's okay. We're making a little change of room so Alyssa can play piano. Oh, I'll sit in the garden. That's nice. That is puddle of water, never mind. A bit wet from the storm last night. She's so annoying. No, will you stop it? Currently nearly 11:30. I am on page 132, so I'm 40% of the way through. I sat upstairs with Alyssa and I read for a while, and then I came down here and I read just for a little bit longer. I just made myself a lunch. I've done a bunch of calculations. Basically, I want to figure out how many more pages I need to read or what page I need to get up to in order to have 500 pages done by midday, which is in half an hour, to see if I've got any chance of getting 1,000 pages done again. The first book had 355, so 500 take away 355 is 145. I've got to read 145 more pages. But the Kindle edition and the paperback edition, which I'm counting, have different page number totals. So technically it would be 145 pages the paperback. So I figured it out that it would be 148 point something pages on the Kindle edition. So it's only 3 more pages. I thought it would be more. I thought it would be more important, but it just took me like 10 seconds anyway, so I need to get to page 148 to get 500 pages done by midday, which means that I've got literally half an hour to get 16 pages done. So I've got to read a page every 2 minutes, which I can easily do. Like I said, 40% of the way through this, so I'm nearly halfway, and I can power through. And without further ado, after that really long-winded explanation of my mathematical calculations, let me actually get back to the reading. I feel like I procrastinate too much. There's a fly in here and it's making the most annoying sound and it just keeps making circles around the room. Another addition to my things to bake. Key lime pie. I've made it before at school. Page 149, officially over 500 pages in the first half of the day. The time is 11:45. Oh, someone's at the door. The time is currently 1:12 and I'm about to tweet out a reading sprint that is going to take half an hour. I'm currently on page 159 and 166 is 50% through the book. I'm going to try to read in half an hour to page 200, see if I can get 40 pages in half an hour. Unlikely, but if I go fast, I can try. And it'll be like my first proper attempt at going as fast as I can during these sprints. Next time you see me, I'll let you know how many pages I managed to read. So the time is just 12:30 and I didn't quite get to page 200, but I got to 196, which I'm proud of because I was reading fast and I've gotten to the point in the day. I'm just over halfway through and it's really happening where I read and everything is like I'm going cross-eyed because my brain's just so tired. Double vision. Yeah, that's what I see when I'm trying to read. So I'm trying desperately to keep my eyes open and maybe I'll need more coffee than I thought. It feels like it's literally 4 p.m. It does not feel like it's 12:30. Actually, no, it feels like it's either 8 a.m. or 4 p.m. There's no in between, but I am in the in between. It's confusing. So the time is 2:11 and I'm 68% of the way through this book. I've not been going very quickly at all. I'm on page 232 out of 344. It's really hot outside and I was spending time outside because I need, you know, the vitamin D. I'm also incredibly pale. I feel like I might have a sinus infection. I'm starting to get a sinus infection because Alyssa had one not too long ago and I must have caught it from her and I feel really ill and dizzy and feel like I'm gonna be sick. so I'm not gonna try to go too quickly because I'll just get dizzy. If I seem really just kind of drained, it's because I am. But I'm just gonna keep going. I don't think that staying awake will be too much of an issue. Like, obviously it's gonna be hard, but I think that I'll be able to stay awake for the rest of it. It's more just being able to concentrate and just sit and read. Then I was thinking, so the third book in this trilogy, I might as well read all three if I can. I don't know, I'll see, maybe I won't feel like it. I'll just decide once I'm done. Hopefully that will be before, let's aim for 6. I can't believe it's only 2:15. How is it only 2:15? No way is it only 2:15. I feel like it's 8. Why do I do this every time? I stay up the whole time. I'm just a bit crazy. Let's say hey to Sarah again. So it's 1:30 and I still haven't read anything since I last updated you, but I'm actually going to sit down and read now and see how much I can get done. And oh my god, I'm so tired. Can you see how like tired I look right now? I'm so sleep deprived. I finally decided to try to look up the audiobook, and I found the whole thing on YouTube, and I found the place that I am in the video, so that's around what, 2 hours and 15 minutes, and if I listen to it on 1.5 speed, then that's even quicker, and then I can follow along because I'm reading on my laptop right now on the Kindle Online. It says I'm 74% of the way through on page 250 out of 344. Hopefully that will take less brain power and I can just listen rather than having to do it myself. You're listening to it on 2 times speed, which is just, I feel like it's way too slow at 1 or even 1.5, and 2 times speed is just perfect speed, and that means I'll get through it in just over an hour if I go non-stop, which I really actually enjoy, the just listening to audiobooks as you go along with the book. I don't know how easy I could transition straight from reading it to only listening, but I like having it being read out to me whilst also being able to follow along with it. It's like a narration of a film in a way, but you can direct the whole film in your head, if you get what I mean. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like I'm just spewing absolute nonsense because my brain's not functioning properly.
God, all you ever talk about is dull. The concerns of Chris. I'm about to say yes. Yeah, but you have to text me with a reminder. Okay. I blow my hair out of my face and start slicing the cookie roll.
So the time is currently 4:35 and I just finished the audiobook to P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, and I was looking at my bookshelves and I decided that the best way to go is to wrap up this readathon with the third book in the trilogy, Always and Forever Lara Jean. I have also read this one. My family and I, now we are going to be going to these lavender fields. I guess that this works perfectly for taking pictures because it's purple and it will match the lavender, and I'm going to be reading in the car and I'll be sitting by the fields, take some pictures, and I'll also read. It's currently 6:33 and while we were out I practically read nothing. I read around probably maybe 5-6 pages. I thought that I'd be able to finish this and also potentially go on to another book. Chances are I won't even finish this, but you know, I can try. I can get as much as I can done. I've got what, 5.5 hours. I didn't have my 4 o'clock coffee, which I didn't realise until I was out, so I'm gonna have it now. So I'm gonna go downstairs, have a coffee, and then get straight into reading this final book. I just found the audiobook to Always and Forever Lara Jean on YouTube as well, so now I'm going to be following along with my physical copy, the only one of the trilogy that I actually have the physical copy for. So I'm just going to tweet out a reading sprint that can happen from, so it's currently 2:45, and I'll make it from 10:02 till 2:15. Jimin is actually incredible. I'll retweet that in case you want to see it. Oh my god, this smells amazing. I am going to annotate this as I go along because I just really want to, and this time I'm going to use highlighters as well because I haven't used highlighters when annotating my books before. That should keep me going for at least till midnight. Let's hope so anyway. I've got my supplies. I've just got these two Stabilo Swing Cool highlighters and my Muji pen. So the time is currently 10 to 9, and I will say right now that if it weren't for these audiobooks that I found online played at double speed, I would not at all be able to get to 1,000 pages, which is what I can potentially reach if I manage to finish this book. I'm currently on chapter 16, page 126 out of 325. I am 3 hours and 26 minutes into the audiobook out of 9 hours and 5 minutes. Technically, if I listen to it non-stop from now on, I should have 20 minutes left at the end, so that is not a lot of time and leeway for me to comfortably finish this book within the time limit, but I'm going to just try and sit and listen. I have been taking breaks every now and again. I'm going to announce another reading sprint that will start at the hour and finish at past so that you guys can continue to do your reading sprints. Mine's just going to be continuing to listen to the same thing. I uploaded all the footage that I had so far at 1 o'clock and I had nearly 4 hours of raw footage, so I don't even want to think about how much I've got now by the end of the day. Oh my god, I'm so screwed editing wise. I need to get this vlog up tomorrow if I want to be ready in time for Booktubeathon. Oh my god. Also, my mum just bought me the most adorable washi tapes. Look how cute these are, they're so small. One more time, third time in the day, let's say hello to Sarah. I hit 200 followers on Twitter. Who actually follows me on Twitter? I don't even know. I just spam BTS, which, I mean, you're being blessed if you follow me, but there's no bookish stuff on that. I am over halfway through. The time is currently 9:35 and I need to go downstairs and grab my laptop charger. It feels like it's going so slowly, and I feel like that's just because, you know, it's reaching the end of the day. I've got, what, 2.5 hours left? I'm proud of how well I've done. I mean, I have relied really heavily on these audiobooks, but audiobooks, like, it's still reading. Technically, like, Zoe listened to audiobooks when she did hers, so it's technically allowed. Graphic novels and like manga counts, so why not audiobooks? I'm currently on page 196 and I've been waiting for this moment since I decided I was going to read this book, and then somewhere along the course of reading the beginning I completely forgot that this was gonna happen sometime in the book, and now I'm at one of my favourite scenes in the whole trilogy. I'm very, very excited. It's 10 o'clock exactly. I've got all my pens and my highlighters ready. It's gonna be great. Look at all this highlighting compared to before. This is a lot. For those who are interested, it is during chapter 24. I don't even know why I love it so much. It might just be me, but I just really love it.
We're going to a karaoke bar. We can't bring
100 pages
because
left.
that's not a real bachelor. Almost as grown up as you now, Gogo. I say. Well, you'll always be shorter than me. In the morning, my head throbs. Another wave of nausea hits.
I finished. The time is 3 to midnight right now, and let me figure out how many pages I read total. No point reading anything for the last 3 minutes. 1,016 pages. I'm going to very quickly update my social media, just let people know that I'm finishing now, and then we can go and catch up with Alyssa and see how she did. Hello, Alyssa!
I only read 330 pages today.
330. That's not too bad.
It's literally not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read all night, like.
What books did you read?
I finished Sight. I read half of Anne Frank's diary. No, just under half. 142 pages. And then I read 80 something pages of Fate of the Tearling. It got really good and I didn't want to finish, but I could feel my eyes closing and I was like...
Yeah, it gets to the point where everything, like, it's like you're hallucinating. Do you not get that?
Well, I did have some sleep.
Thank you so much for watching. If you took part, thank you for doing
It was actually
with
really
us.
cute. I was checking the hashtag frequently on Twitter
Yeah, same. But if you vlogged it, then please leave the link to it down below. I'd love to watch it. If you stayed till now, I don't know how long this is going to be. I have so much footage. Like, I have hours upon hours upon hours. I guess that's it. I'm not going to ramble on any longer. Thank you so much for watching. All of my social media will be linked down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I guess I'll see you next time.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.